Okay, I'm here with the lovely Miss Beverly Henry, and we were talking about the founding of the church in 1973. And Miss Henry, why did you pick Bell Shoals? What made you come to this church?
I started here in 1983. I had attended Miami Gardens Church of Christ in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a very diverse church. We had nationality, races, and so uh, that's one of the reasons I started coming here. Well, let me go back. In 1983, there was a church, TV show of all the churches of Christ. It was called Amazing Grace. And I had seen this TV show, and it showed a lot of diversity on that show. And so when I moved to the Brandon area, I started looking for that church, and I assumed it was the Bell Shoals Church of Christ because Bell Shoals was one of the sponsors of the Amazing Grace Church, and it showed diversity. And so I started coming here in, I think, March of 1983. I started visiting the church. And when I came to Bell Shoals, of course, I was the only black member here worshiping in the church, but I didn't feel uncomfortable because I had come from an environment that had diversity.
Right.
And I think I visited here about 6 months before I placed membership.
Who are some of the people that made you feel really comfortable when you walked in the doors?
When I came in '83, Ken Franklin was the full-time minister here.
Uh-huh.
And he would always talk to me to see how I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one Sunday he called me in his office, and he wanted to know if I had had any problems while worshiping here. And I told him no. People were very nice, and they accepted me. And it was my 2 kids. They were at the time, I think my daughter was 9 and my son was 6. And so the 3 of us would come every Sunday and on Wednesdays for Bible study. But I was always welcome. I was not uncomfortable in the situation. And I'm trying to think, Clinton and Carolyn Thomas were very nice to me because we lived in the same area. And Clinton and Carolyn would watch my kids walk into Brooker Elementary every morning. It was like they were keeping their eyes on them to make sure that they were safe. And they were very nice to us, and they stood out.
How does it make you feel looking out into our church? It is so diverse. I mean, I don't even think about it anymore.
I know.
I don't even think about, oh, we have this many African Americans, there's a Hispanic person, we have some Asian people. Isn't it great?
It is wonderful because that's the same kind of diversity I came from in Miami. It was Spanish, Haitians, blacks, whites. It was just a wide variety of people. So I felt very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't even look at the color of
No,
any of the people. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is their heart
right,
and the kind of people that they are.
right.
Okay, and I got to ask you a question because we got you on video. I love Rex Dutton. I think he's one of the best preachers I've ever seen.
He is.
Could you tell a story about Rex and how great of a preacher he is?
I've been here through several preachers, and Rex is just wonderful. He's a compassionate man. He loves people. He's really concerned about your souls. And one thing he always says is he hates counseling. And one time I had a situation that had arisen, and I needed to talk to him about the situation. And I knew he did not like counseling, but he made me feel at ease. He was real firm with what he thought I should do, and I just still love him for that. And he was right, and it worked out.
Beverly, thank you so much today.
Yes, thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.